Hello everyone and welcome back to GTA Online with Longclaw Valerian Steel, where we always deliver. Well, listen to this. Yesterday the weekly double money event has changed, and the 50% bonus that was being paid out on all Cayo Perico Heists is supposed to have stopped. However, I can confirm that for me and some other players the bonus was still active, and you could for a little while still earn some of the enhanced values against the primary targets. So what's going on? Well, let's take a look and see what happened when I ran my heist this morning. So yesterday evening around 7 PM, after I finished my stream, I started looking at my messages, and people were reporting to me that they were seeing the bonus still active for them, even though they'd reloaded GTA several times since the update. The weekly update usually takes place around 9:30 in the morning on a Thursday, so I was confused about this. Now, I already had a heist ready and I've been struggling to get this completed on my stream, so I decided to do this as a solo and check out what has happened. Right away I could see that the main target, Tequila, was valued for me at 1.35 million instead of its usual 900. I finished the heist and I indeed managed to take home this enhanced amount, and I made sure that I definitely got paid for it. So I posted a video on TikTok asking my followers about their experience, and the response was mixed. Some people saying that they were too getting the bonus, while others were saying that they were not. And I didn't know what was going on, frankly, so I decided to make a video this morning and record me doing my heist. I completed the scope out and went to my smart screen in my sub, and I could see once again the primary target, this time the ruby necklace, was valued at 1.5 million. So what is happening? People are still telling me in the comments for my video that they are also getting enhanced payouts, and I'm not really sure what's going on, but I do have a couple of ideas. This is the Longfin Approach, by the way, which is a great way to run your heist if you can't find anyone to do it with and you want to fill up on your bag before getting to the compound. You basically start off in a boat and you head to the airport first to fill up on secondary targets in the hangar and the warehouse before you head over to the drainage tunnel. Now, you need to use a forklift to access the upper levels in the hangar, so don't forget to scope these out next time at your airport and see what you get. And if you are lucky with the right targets, you can nail 400,000 in your bag before you even reach the tunnel. Nice! Now that's a way better way than going home with an empty bag or running about on the island after you've left the main gate. Do be careful though, the airport can be tricky to navigate and you need to take out a couple of guards to make it safe. You can also choose to take out the main light circuit on the control tower, but I just prefer to get in and out. Take this route back to the Longfin. Try to park up your boat in this location to make it easier to retrieve once you get back. You don't want it floating away into the middle of the sea. When setting up the heist, you also want to choose the main dock as the start point to make it easier to get to the airport. And don't worry about the patrol boats because they don't really bother you. Here we are at the drainage tunnel. Now remember that you do need to get the cutting torch instead of the demolition charges. In fact, don't use the demolition charges at all if you're planning on going through the drainage tunnel. Although you've seen this approach before, this time we're not using scuba gear, so equip your rebreathers once you're under the water and that will stop you running out of oxygen. Then just follow the usual process. You might find you swim a bit slower, but that's the only difference. You have 20 rebreathers and they last about 60 seconds each, and don't worry, you get another 20 at the end of the heist, so you can still swim away using them. A word of warning now, once you've gone through the trouble of picking up the secondary targets and filling up your bag at the airport, you really want to try to nail this in one, because if you get detected by the guards, even if they don't shoot you, you still lose some of your loot. You can see here I did one restart, and after making a silly mistake I lost 100k. Don't worry though, you can still top up your loot bag by opening the safe in El Rubio's office. Ideally you want to be hitting the guards instead of shooting them, and be mindful of what's going on around you, because remember they move all the time. You might come across one that you weren't expecting. Now check this out. When I take the main target, the ruby necklace, the value is 1.5, and look at my take. Now this was about lunchtime the day after the weekly update, and I also turned off my Xbox overnight while I was sleeping, so I don't know what was going on. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I think this is probably nothing more than just people being lucky that the update didn't push through properly for everyone, and some people were lucky enough to get the more expensive value on their primary targets. But I'm not really sure how long this is going to go on for and what is going on. But back to the heist, you need to make your way off the island as silently as possible, and I usually leg it round the corner, get on a bike, hit the guy over the head, get into the sea and get out of harm's way without being detected. I'm interested to see what your opinion on this is and what your experience has been and what other players are finding when they go to scope out, so do let me know in the comments. I'll be checking out a new target shortly, and don't forget I'm streaming all day tomorrow, so join me live on TikTok and Xbox from about 8 AM, 8:30 in the morning. And don't forget, we've got a crew meet every Saturday, and the next one is tomorrow at 3:30 PM at the Sandy Shores Airfield, and the theme is Warstock. Let me know in the comments if this is happening for you. Take care out there. Everybody behave, stay safe, and remember, only you guys can stop the griefing. I'll see you all soon.